Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel. When God created man, God created him with full of abilities and full of talents. And aside from that, He already provided us with everything that we need. He provided us with soil, He provided us with water, air, the rain, the sunlight, and all these are the requirements for us to produce our own food. If we plant seeds, then the seeds will grow miraculously and then it will bear fruit. So there is no reason for men to go hungry because aside from the amenities that He has provided, aside from the soil, the air, the water, He already provided us with talents. The ability to think about how to survive and how to live this life to the fullest. And there is no reason for us to live in poverty because if only we will enable all the talents and skills that is God-given, we will really live in abundance. And I'm saying this to encourage our followers and our viewers that in life we can do many things because we already are equipped with so much of talents and abilities. Along this line, I would like to make an update about our plantation of lettuce, and you will see right here. Come on, let's go to this mini greenhouse and I will reveal some very important techniques in order for us to become successful in the field of hydroponics. And I would like to thank Julius, the J and G's Lettuce Backyard or Backyard Lettuce. Visit this channel because he's the one who opened our mind about this business. Come on, let's go. So you will see here the green lettuces and they're very healthy and it gives me the encouragement to do more because this green color is a sign of life, a sign of prosperity. And you will see that we have here some very fat lettuce, you will see here, and the roots are coming out. See? And let me tell you that the system that we have adopted is to flood the water with nutrient solution and then drain it, and then it goes back to the main tank or the holding tank where we gonna mix our nutrient solution. And I would like to say something about the growing of this lettuce because it is not as easy as what you see. There are many secrets, there are many techniques on how to grow this one. Of course, we use the coco coir, and this coco coir is really very important growing media for the lettuce and even all other plants through hydroponics. And using the coco coir has many do's and don'ts. The do's are you have to disinfect the coco coir by means of pouring hot water. Some others would boil this one inside a big container and then use that for the growing bed of our seedlings. And another thing is that we will get the fiber because this fiber is actually doing not good for the seedling bed. And I would like to demonstrate this one. We will go there. Come on. So this is what I am talking about. We are straining this one because we wanted to get the tiny particles of this coco coir, and of course we will extract the fiber out of the cup, meaning we will not use this one because as what I have observed, the lettuce can grow well when we use the very tiny coco coir like what we use in the seedling bed. And one advantage that I have observed when we are going to use this method is we can save a lot of our nutrient solution and we can also save our time in flooding the water because this very tiny particles of this coco coir can hold the water more than 5 to 6 hours. It's my practice to use this tiny particles right here. These are already the fine coco coir and you will see that there are no fibers already, because the fibers were already extracted out of this media. And you will see that in putting this, we don't have to press this one because we wanted to give some airspace inside, oxygen, and we will plant the seedlings which has grown in the seedling bed for 15 days. So you will see that this seedling tray is filled with very young lettuce. We are now transferring this to the cup. And in transferring this, we have to be really very careful, because when some of the roots are destroyed, this will greatly affect the growth of our lettuce. They will really have the hard time to recover. Of course, Toto, you can do this one, Toto. I will demonstrate that to our viewers. And Toto is really now an expert insofar as this lettuce farming is concerned, because he's the one now monitoring the conditions of our seedlings. And after this one, we will put this in a shaded part. We cannot immediately put this in the warm temperature. So you will see right there that there are recovery area that we are providing for the seedlings. So you will see, guys, that we already have here new batch of seedlings. They are very young. They're only 15 days old. They were actually placed here because this area is shaded. You will see the net. The heat of the sun could not really penetrate down here because of this net. And this is very important, that we have to take care of them, especially during the period of recovery. And the period of recovery is actually 3 to 5 days before we're gonna see them that they are fully recovered. And that's the time that we can expose them directly to the heat of the sun. Allow me to reveal something very important about using this round PVC, because this round PVC will leave a little space between the floor of this pipe and the bottom of this cup. What I have in mind is to make some innovations, and I have thought of this, and this is actually very effective. And I will let you see that this one here has this covering in order to lift the water, and the water will touch now the bottom of this glass so that our plants can drink. So we are making barriers every hole. Actually, these are also PVCs that we have cut, and then we divide it into half, and then we put this as our barrier so that the water will become elevated. So with this technique, I can conclude, and I would like to share it with you, that the growing of our lettuce in a round PVC could really become very effective if we will adopt this one. So we will now go to the farm. But before going to the farm, let me tell you also about the growing of our azolla. This azolla had been so instrumental in reducing our expenses for the feeds, and I would like to share this with you in order for you to be encouraged about azolla. And if we will just take this very seriously, this could really help us in lessening our expenses for the feeds. In this tank alone, we can harvest azolla 5 kilos in every 10 days. And this is a small tank, and you will see that we are producing massively of this azolla to supplement our feeding of our animals. And I've been so open about this because this is really a great help to our farmers. If we can produce azolla, then we can really minimize our food expenses. And this azolla is now the major diet of our catfish. If we will put some here, then little later this will all disappear because they ate this. And this is integrated farming. We plant, we grow azolla to feed our catfish, and our catfish will also produce this aquaponics. You will see that we have ready here our water spinach. It's already here and it's growing, and I hope this will thrive. And we would like to make a revelation on how we're gonna achieve this goal, and we will share this to our followers and our viewers. I would like to say that the production of our azolla had been so successful and very massive now because of this nutrient solution, the A and B, is very instrumental for our azolla production. So what we're doing here is actually we are harvesting our swordtail because we would like to start with our breeding at the mud pond. And as you know, we have already started digging small holes for the breeders and our grow out tank. And we will use this swordtail right here as our material so that we can start breeding our fish. And I'm planning to massively breed the fish because I know that the COVID-19 pandemic problem is about to end. I know that we can get over the hardship and the difficulties brought about by this virus, and it opens now doors, opportunities for business, especially in the fish industry, because the people are already able to go places. They can travel from one province to another. The people from the neighboring provinces here in our place can just come and visit and buy our produce. So this is now the start of the revival of our fish industry. So guys, as we are about to release our parent stocks of this their swordtail, let me tell you that this area is an area where the soil is good for mud pond because the soil is clay, that if you're going to dig a hole and you will put water, it will not dry up. But then of course we have to bear in mind the water system, that is really very important, because the good source of water will make us very successful in fish farming. And you will see right there that we have this hose connected to the big tank that we have there, and then we of course have this deep well, and then We normally fill the tanks during nighttime, and then during the day we will release the water right here and even in the mud pan. And it's good because compared to the electricity bill as a result of the water consumption, it's more lucrative because we can produce massive of this catfish and this koi and this goldfish, and it will still make the business very profitable even if we are going to use the electricity. So now we will release our fish. So these are our breeders, and we will start with more than 50 heads, and majority of them are males. And after this one, we will cover this because the geese will certainly eat our fish. And there's a good news for our catfish because they have grown really big now, and they are now due to be transferred in the bigger tank. At days old, the catfish should be immediately transferred to a mud pond, because if you will not transfer them, their population will really be reduced because they will eat each other, they will practice cannibalism. So this is one way to address the issues of cannibalism. Put them in the mud so that the other younger ones or the smaller ones can just hide from those that are fast grower. And these fast grower are really very carnivorous. We are revealing to you all the secrets. It's up to you to explore. As long as the idea is there, you can explore it. And this is our commitment to our followers and viewers, that we have to be very honest about this. And we will be telling you the do's and don'ts, the advantages and the disadvantages. And it's a good news that Simba is back again. Oh, Simba, you're so caring. We did not cage him. We just allow him to fly. But most of the time, he will love to hang out over this tree. So you're here, Simba, and he's already big. And you know, plants and animals has similarities. Plants can also interact with humans if you're just keen enough to look after the welfare, the water, the nutrients, and of course the environment. You're not exposing them too much of the sunlight, and you will plant them in a way that the sunlight requirement is very suitable, because we have plants that needs highlights, and there are plants also that needs low lights. So you will study the characteristics of the plants and even the animals, and this will make us more successful. Well, this bat is a wild bat, but he chose to be with the humans because of the kind of treatment that we gave them. So this is all that we can share with you so far. I hope you will continue to like and share our videos. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, may we humbly ask you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we're uploading videos regularly only here at Dexter's World. Happy Valentine's!